Welcome to this tutorial. Today we're going to be making this jelly effect. Okay, so what you're going to want to start off by doing is dropping a geo node. Now drop down an agent node. Scroll down to input, change it to FBX, and now I need you now to go on to mixamo.com. Download whatever dance you want and then follow the tutorial. So the FBX file, pick out your dance that you've downloaded off Mixamo. So once you've brought in your dance from mixamo.com, your character should come in like this. What you're going to want to do is go to current clip mixamo.com, and this is my dance. Drop down a convert node. Drop down a trail node after that. On result type, change it to compute velocity. Now drop down a transform node. For me personally, I'm going to pull it on uniform scale to 2, but you can adjust it to your personal preference. Then drop down a null and name it as out. Now at the top of the screen, go to particle fluid and click on emit particle fluid. Click on your character, click enter. Make sure to click enter correctly. Now your scene should look something like this now. Now go back onto dance geometry. On the flip source, change the shell thickness to 0.1 so that it looks something like that. Now go out of here to auto.network. Click L to lay it out, and then go up here to collisions tab and drop down a ground plane. Go back to auto.net, click L again. On the flip fluid object, particle radius scale, change it to 1. And particle separation to 0.06. Now go to this physical tab here. On bounce, change it to 0.1 and friction to 0.2. Then scroll down a little bit to viscosity and change that to 50. And then on flip solver, put min substeps and max substeps to 4. Then on volume motion, scroll down to viscosity, tick on enable viscosity, and now I'm just going to play it to 60 and it should give you an idea of what you should have. Okay, now you can see what we have here. Let me just go to OBJ, delete particle fluid interior. Alright, now go on to particle fluid geo, dive into that, and make particle fluid surface 1 visible. Click it, make the voxel scale 0.6 and the droplet scale 0.8. And the influence scale to 2.6. Just make this null visible. Then drop a file cache after this. I'm just going to cache out this simulation. So if you don't know how to do this, foil path explicit, then what you're gonna want to do in my case, I'm gonna go to D drive, I'm gonna go into here, D Sun tutorial, copy that because this is where I'm just gonna save it, and then here, command or control V, and then the hip name is gonna be the name of your cache, so liquid man, and then save to disk. Okay, so I've decided to interrupt it at the 100th frame because just for time saving purposes, so if you make sure to load it from disk, I'm gonna just change it to 100 now, and it should just, yeah, perfectly good. Now go to OBJ, turn off that particle fluid, drop down a geonode, name it mesh, dive in. Now drop another foil cache node and load that in, so explicit. Now pick up your cache that you make sure to tick on load from disk and then pick the cache you had saved. Go to the OBJ network, drop down go to here, new camera, make sure this lock is on and place it how you'd want it to be.
Alright, so just like that over here.
Just something like that. Then drop a skylight. Make the intensity to 2.53. And then go to material, material palette. Drag on that principled shader. Then drag it to the model. And then double click the principled shader. So the albedo multiplier to 8.8. Make it like dark red. Then the IOR to 3. The roughness to 0.06. And isotropy to 1. And then go to reflection, reflectivity, make sure that's on 1. And then tint to 0.4. Now go to render view. Render it out. Make sure this is on cam. Ignore that, it's from another tutorial I'm working on. Drop down a grid node. And set the uniform scale to like 100,000. I'm just gonna bring my camera down a little bit. Adjust the camera to how you'd want to, and then add an area light just to add a bit more reflectivity to this. So if you go to render view, see there's a bit more reflectivity now, which is great for the effect. Now the render settings I used were rendering pixel samples 1, 1, and then min ray samples 3, and that's pretty much all I did.